Hi guys, today I'm going to be explaining the 5th chapter of Tenali Raman. Fifth chapter, it is the stolen brinjals as I remember them, and it is on page number 20. This is the content, and this is the page, starting page. The stolen brinjals. I think you can read it, but I don't think. So, anyway, in this story, we are going to hear about King Krishnadev Rai and Tenali Raman again. This story, it's about the brinjals. King Krishnadev Rai loved brinjals and was very fond of them. He had a royal garden in which there were many big trees of brinjals. Now, one day, he was having a delicious brinjal curry, and he invited Tenali over dinner. And as you can say, he was very fond of the brinjals, the king, that he had a gardener for them, and he did not permit anyone except for himself and the royal gardener to touch the brinjals. There were many guards around the brinjal plants, so no one could steal them around the royal garden. So as he invited Tenali for over dinner, he ate the brinjal curry dish. And Tenali Raman loved it. Absolutely, he had gone haywire eating that dish. So delicious. Okay, then he went home and described the taste to his wife. And with how the Tenali described the taste of the brinjal curry dish, the wife's mouth began to water. It filled with saliva. And now she said, I want them too. Why don't you go get some brinjal for me so we can prepare an amazing dish and eat them? I mean, she was saying that she wants brinjals so she could eat them too. But he knew that Tenali knew that no one was permitted to go to the brinjal plants, near the brinjal plants. But unable to convince his wife, he went in the midnight, in the dark night. And then he plucked some brinjals quick, and some ripe brinjals, and kept them in a piece of cloth. Maybe it was a big cloth or something. So then he went home and gave his wife the brinjals, the cloth in which the brinjals were wrapped. Now she knew what he was talking about, what Tenali was talking about earlier, about how delicious they are, because their color was so good that even watching them, her mouth began to fill with saliva, again with water. Now she prepared an amazing dish from the brinjals, and they sat and ate together. Sorry for that. They ate together the dish for dinner. But now the wife forgot that her son was sleeping on the terrace, and he loves brinjals too. So she said to her husband Tenali that you should call him too, and then he will eat it too, because he likes it a lot. So here is that page, but Tenali said that he's just a boy. He will tell everyone in the morning that the brinjals were from the royal garden of the king, and the king would punish me for that. But again, unable to convince his wife, Tenali went up to the terrace, and he was planning to wake his son up. But before he woke him up, he poured some water around the bed on the floor. And then he poured more water on his son, and he woke up like suddenly. What happened? Like this. Then Tenali said, "It's raining, my boy. Come on, let's go downstairs. Let's go get you dinner. Go eat dinner." So he held his boy, and then they both went downstairs. Tenali was behind him and poured some more water on the boy, saying, "It's raining, quickly downstairs now." So then he ate the dish, and here's the picture of him pouring water around the bed on the floor. And then he said that these brinjals are delicious. I mean, the son said that, right? The next day, when a royal gardener came to pluck some more brinjals, he found out that there were some brinjals missing. So he ran to the prime minister to tell that a few brinjals were missing. But prime minister said that it could only be Tenali because he liked the brinjals a lot, and the king agreed to that. The king agreed to the prime minister and said, "But the problem is, if we asked Tenali if he had stolen the brinjals or not, he would get out with using his wit. So call his son instead." And Tenali's son was brought into the court, and he was asked by the king that, "What did you eat yesterday for dinner?" So Tenali's son said that we ate brinjal curry dish. It was so tasty. It was delicious, he said. And the king said, "Aha! So Tenali, you stole the brinjals from my royal garden." But Tenali used his wit again, said that, "No, this boy is always daydreaming. Ask him about the weather yesterday." And that's what the king did. He asked about the weather of yesterday, as in the story. The boy said it was raining. It was heavily raining. That's when we went downstairs and ate the brinjal curry dish. But the prime minister said that, "No, my child, it did not rain yesterday." But the child did not agree. He said, "No. See." Tenali said, "See, this boy is daydreaming, and you're blaming all it on me." So Tenali Raman was excused again. Now, Prime Minister and King were feeling guilty and asked for forgiveness for blaming everything on him. So this was our 5th chapter, The Stolen Brinjals. Bye!